Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope that this video will reach you guys in great health and strength, filled with lots of love, joy, peace, and happiness, and all of the amazing things that life has to offer. So this video today is going to be a Dear Guyana video. Um, these views that I will be sharing with you guys are my personal views. Some may agree, some may not agree, but this is just how I feel. So here goes. It really saddens my heart with some of, or not some, all of the social issues that plagues Guyana. Okay? Especially suicide, domestic violence, and crimes that are being committed against children and old people in the country. This new generation is such a delinquent generation, and it is not solely in Guyana, it is in the world. Because when you look around when you pay attention to what's going on around in various countries in the world, it's a lot of young people that have lost respect for their elders, for themselves, for each other, and they're just doing whatever. So delinquent and rebellious. The thing is with suicide and domestic violence and the various heinous crimes that are happening in the country, it will not get better because I personally think that we're not putting forth enough effort in dealing with these issues. Suicide, Guyana is number one per capita, okay, in the world with the most suicide rate. And most most of the people that are committing suicide in the country are men. And I'm not trying to make it a racial issue, but most of the men that are committing suicide are men of Indian descent. There are Afro-Guyanese men who are, you know, killing women and killing themselves as well, but it's not as much as, within the Indian community. And this has been years. Okay, it's been years and years and years. And what has really been done? To me, nothing much has been done. I personally think that entertainment is not going to help the issue. Having benefit concerts, having artists from different countries coming into the country to deal all with these kind of things are not, I personally think that it is not helping the problem. I think it is causing more problems in the country. And that's another thing too with our people. We party too much. We are such a partying nation. I don't think there's nothing wrong with enjoying, having a good time. But with so much that's going on in the country, with the sudden rise of the suicide rate, with the robberies that increases around this time of the year, the various young people that don't have much to do with themselves, that are idle. And what the devil makes work for idle hands and idle minds. There are so many young people walking around that are depressed, but they're smiling and they're being social somewhat and jovial and all these kind of things, but they are very unhappy, and we are not paying attention to this. I feel like we are moving further and further away from God. When I was growing up in Guyana, I remember, and it wasn't that long ago, you know, I remember we used to have a lot of crusades, and there would be, revival meetings and stuff going on in the country. Yeah, we did have our crimes and we had our issues, but as it wasn't as, what's the word? As much. That's not really the word, but it wasn't as much as it is today. And the further and further that we as a country move away from reverencing God and inviting God into our homes and into our schools and into our places of work and stuff like that, there's going to be continuous problems. Parents are going to be continuously crying for their children because they may have done something to somebody else or harmed themselves. I think that now is the time for the church in pray. I think that we as a nation of people, home and abroad, we should encourage people home, our family, friends, everyone home to just for a minute to not focus on partying, to not focus on going to the concerts and drinking, and that's another thing. These are major issues. Alcoholism is a major issue in Guyana, and it affects everyone from small to big. Okay, there's a lot of road accidents that's happening in the country, and it's a lot of young people that are losing their lives. And I'm pretty sure alcohol plays a very major role in these road accidents that are. Also, there's drugs. They're finding out that younger children are using heavy drugs in the schools in high school now. When I was in high school in Guyana, I cannot remember any ever hearing of any reports of kids using cocaine and ecstasy and speed and all these kind of things in school. Like, what is going on? What is going on in our beautiful Guyana? And until we become a praying nation, until we become a nation of people that has respect for God, for our creator, the creator of heaven and earth, things are going to be things are going to get so much worse. So much worse. And I mean, I don't want to think that way, but when you look at everything right now and you look back at where we were, I mean, we're not perfect people. No one is perfect, but come on, we were somewhat safe.
It's 3:00.
We were somewhat safe in our country. So until this is my personal belief, until we become a nation that reverences the Lord and has respect and honors God in every single thing that we do, until our leaders become our people who honor God, things are not going to get better in Guyana. And it's sad, but it's the fact. I just wish for a moment, we would not focus so much. There's a party for everything in Guyana. And I was just watching a news report, Capital News, where they had DeMarco and Iactane and Patrice Roberts and some other singer from, I think, Trinidad, Olatunji, in Guyana at I guess they have the Waterworks place in Providence behind Princess Hotel. And they had these artists there, and Iactane was saying,
they're there to encourage the young people to live together. Don't listen to their lyrics because it's just lyrics and don't take it so literal.
But then he decided to sing a song about how he must be with one girl. He gotta be crazy when the girls them look so good, blah blah blah. So he's encouraging, and he's telling people not to listen to his lyrics, right? But his lyrics is encouraging guys to not be with one woman. And then DeMarco sang a song called "The Puppy Tale." I heard about the song or whatever. I used to listen to these kind of songs, all right? So I don't listen to those kind of songs anymore. But this is the thing: you're inviting these artists into the country. They are not. There are a walking contradiction. Because you're going to tell people not to listen to your lyrics, but you're still singing the same lyrics that you don't want people to listen to. It doesn't make any sense. If you want to put out positive messages, if you want to put out positivity out there, why don't you sing positivity? If you put out messages about being promiscuous, what do you think people are going to do? If you're putting out, so if your songs are songs that are encouraging men to cheat on their wives, what do you think they're going to do? If your songs are songs that are encouraging young people to pick up a gun and go shoot their friends, or shoot somebody, or rob somebody, what do you think they're going to do? Because what you're singing and people are singing these songs is what they're singing into their lives. So that is it. And this is my issue. We have serious problems. We have serious problems, serious domestic issues going on. Young people are killing themselves left, right, and center because they have so much going on in their minds, but they don't know or have anyone to talk to. You understand? There's some young people growing up in homes where their parents are alcoholics. Their moms and dads are always fighting. The father is always beating on the woman, on his wife, and these children are seeing that. The dad is always picking up the bottle and drinking, and he always drunk, and or he's always high, or something, or the mom got it. It's just so much dysfunction in the country, in the homes, in our government, and we're entertaining each other. We're in Gravity, Waterworks, we at Providence with some concert or something. I just wish for a moment, for a year, we wouldn't be so focused on entertaining. I know I'm a lot passionate about Guyana, or patriotic, I guess, when it comes to Guyana, because I just know in my that we have the potential to be such a great nation. We have the potential to be leaders, a leading nation where people from other countries will look at our small little gem that is tucked away in South America, but we are such a safe, peaceful nation, and we have the potential. But the only way that Guyana will rise to the potential that we can rise to is if we, as a people, a collective people, fall on our knees and call on God for guidance and to protect us, and pray for our leaders that the Lord will guide them and help them to lead our nation and lead its citizens. Because whatever is happening in Parliament or from the head, remember, the head controls the body. If our brain dies, our body dies. Okay? And it's the same thing in government. It's the same thing in business. If the head of the government is messed up, then guess what's going to happen amongst the citizens? It's going to be messed up. So we definitely need to fall on our knees and call on God and ask God to guide us and lead us, and pray for our young people. Pray for our young people, because our young people, we are the future. We are the leaders, the movers and the shakers of tomorrow. The next president, the next prime minister, doctors, lawyers, judges, police officers, nurses, teachers. That's who we are. But how are we going to get to that if our young people are being cut down at an early age? But before I go, I will leave my email address on this video here and also in my description box down below. So if you are a young person in Guyana and you happen to come across this video and you're going through it, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling like you want to give up, you're feeling like there is no hope left for you, I'm just gonna beg you to just hold on a little while longer. And trust me when I tell you, I've been there. I've been right where you are. I've lost hope. I have. I've felt, and some days I still feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulder. Like I will never be able to achieve all of my goals that I set out for myself. Please feel free to shoot me an email with me. All right. If you are a young person or an old person or whomever, and you feel like you want to give up and you don't have anyone to talk to, you need somebody to pray with you, please, 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 I urge you to just reach out to me. Reach out to me, please, because no matter what it is that you're going through in this life, just stick it out. Just stick it out. Nothing in this life lasts forever. The good don't last forever, the bad don't last forever. All right, we are, as long as we have life, as long as there is life, there is hope. And as long as we're living, we will go through hardships. But guess what? Once we go through those hardships, we will get through the hardships. And when you get through it and you look back at where you once were, God is the one that's going to get the glory, because God is the one that's going to help you to um to get through all that you get through your hardships. So I'm at the end of this video. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you do agree with me, please leave a comment down below and let me know. If you disagree with me, also feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know why you disagree with me and all these things. This is not a video to argue or to divide us, but for us to just, I really, really want us to come together as a nation and pray for our nation and pray for our people and pray for our children and our parents and our leaders, and just chase the devil out of Guyana, okay?